Hey, my friends, James Jordan, best networker alive, just coming to you today in this quick, brief video. Today is day 12 of my countdown to Miami series, and I just want to talk about something really quick. Have you ever been at this place where you're just confused and dazed and frustrated and upset and don't really know what to do, right? Well, here's what I want to suggest to you, right? I want you to sit there and ask yourself, instead of asking yourself, why can't I? Because this is what a lot of people do in their self-talk in their heads, is they'll sit there and say, why can't I generate leads, right? Why can't I get traffic? Why can't I make money online on autopilot, right? These are some of the questions that we ask ourselves, as human beings, as marketers, when we're trying to figure this whole thing out. And what you got to realize is that this business is 90% mental, right, and 10% actual physical of actually going out and doing stuff. And if you ask me personally, I'd probably say it's more along the lines of 97% to 3% as far as mental and physical, because the physical stuff becomes simple and easy once you have the mental side down, just from my own personal experience. So instead of asking yourself, why can't I, flip that. Ask yourself, how can I generate leads? How can I get traffic? Right? And of course these are backwards, but it's because in my centered focused mind, as far as me and my personal business, I always focus on leads to sales. So while traffic is absolutely important, I know how to get traffic. So traffic is kind of irrelevant for me in my business, because I know how to go out and get traffic, whether that's mobile traffic, whether that's Facebook free traffic, or Facebook paid traffic, or YouTube paid traffic, or YouTube free traffic, or even search engine optimization or blogging. I mean, there's so many different ways to get traffic out there that once you understand traffic and how to go get it, traffic is no longer an issue for you. So, but for those of you that still have traffic issues, that's a question that you definitely want to ask yourself. Well, how can I get traffic? How can I make money online on autopilot, right? You see, by asking yourself, how can I, it allows your brain to open up and start to be open to receiving information about how you can actually go out and do these things. So instead of sitting here having this negative self-talk, because think about the why can't I, you're sitting there saying to yourself that you can't do something. Automatically you're shutting down the thought processes inside of your brain that will allow you to go out and be able to think about different ways where you can attract the realities that you want to be able to have in your life and in your business. So eliminate those and focus on how can I questions, right? Focus on how can I questions. I was talking to a very successful marketer last night, and what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to get the time of others who are more successful than you. I mean, it's a Saturday night and it's 11 o'clock in the evening, and I have the ability to talk with this individual who's made 7 figures over the internet on autopilot, not working more than 4 hours in a single day, and has an assistant, has all these different things going on in his business, and I'm just getting insights from him as far as where I should focus my energy and effort in order to produce a greater result in my business. You see, the 5 people that you're around the most will really determine your income, right? So what I've made an issue of is, over the course of this new calendar year, I'm going to up my network. I'm going to be in constant contact with people who are way more successful than I am right now. And I know as a byproduct of that, what's going to happen is I'm only going to go out and produce more. So that's a good tip for you as well. And what he said to me was very enlightening. He said, because I used to think that you just had to create content, for example. I want to get a little bit into content creation in this video. I want to give you as much value as I possibly can. And it's not about just creating a whole bunch of videos or creating a whole bunch of blog posts or creating a whole bunch of articles and whatnot. It's really more, I think, in this day and age, it's really more about creating epic content. That's what he said to me. He said, James, in order to, really blow up your brand even bigger than it already is. Because I do have a well-established brand on, Facebook, for example. Over the course of since about 2010, I've been known with the brand as the best networker alive. Now, a lot of people would say, that's ballsy, or you're cocky and whatnot. It wasn't anything of cockiness. It was coming from a place of absolute confidence, where I was just driving one day and I sat there and I said to myself, what can I call myself? What type of brand can I have that I could establish, and I could establish it in a very short period of time that no one else is even thinking of? And I was, at the time, Lil Wayne was like one of the biggest rappers out in the marketplace, and you may know who Lil Wayne is, you may not know who Lil Wayne is, but he's been featured on any and every artist out there in every single genre, and he's sold millions of copies, going platinum multiple times, always sells out shows, has a fan base across the world, done all these different things, and he's very known throughout the entire planet, to be honest with you, when it comes to his music. And he used to call himself the best rapper alive. And the thing was, no one really thought he was the best, but what happened is he was just so consistent in his efforts as far as, producing songs over and over and over again, coming out with a whole bunch of different mixtapes, coming out with albums that people loved and people went out and bought, and coming out with videos that people, liked and, would watch over and over and over again on, the video networks and online and all this other stuff, and would always get talked about. And I sat down, I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? The law of attraction is very simple. What you think about, you bring about, right? So I sat there and said to myself, well, what do I want to become? And I sat there and said, the best networker alive. Now, here's the thing with the best networker alive name brand, right? I never sat there and said to myself that I want to be known as the best networker ever, because I do believe that the best networker ever is Jim Rohn, in my personal opinion. Just from all of his speeches, all of the damn CDs and books that he done sold, and of course he just absolutely just destroyed and absolutely annihilated the industry with Herbalife, right? Because he was so successful and he had such a simple concept to building his business. So I never ever thought of myself as the greatest ever, but by calling myself the best networker alive, it generated a lot of buzz, right? It generated some negativity from, some top earners out in the industry, and hey, that was fine, that was cool, it was a part of the game. But what happened was, when I went out to an event back in 2010, the No Excuses event, I was barely able to get out there, right? I was making money in my business, it wasn't consistent yet, but what I had discovered is that I had discovered a way to create a brand. And because I went out to the event and I have all these different people coming up and say, hey, yeah, I see your videos all the time, you're so awesome, you're so cool, can I interview you? Right? Mind you, I went to the event to get in front of the camera with other top earners in the industry so I could interview them. And that whole shift happened in my business, and it changed it. And I want to give you some more insight into that, but I will do that in the next video, so pay very close attention to the video that I will be coming out with tomorrow, because I'll establish more about the brand and how you can create your brand and create more epic content. So, I will see you in the next video, my friend, tomorrow, but make a decision right now that if you want to gain some insights to how to discover how to become a master marketer, how to become a master marketer in a very short period of time, how to build a brand, how to finally start getting consistent traffic, consistent leads, and consistent sales in your business every single day, you need to simply go to the bottom of this video, click on the link, enter in your email, watch the video, and make a decision to plug in and get started with the Just Get Money team. I will see you in the next video, my friend. God bless you. I love you. This is James Jordan, the best networker alive. Watch me like you watch TV and watch your income grow. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Take care.